that sky, blue sky. I'll start work before the sunrise, pushing and pushing that plow till I lay my head down and die. Can't plant a seed in these dusty plains indeed, oh Lord, I can't plant a seed. My soul will rise up to Peter and Paul. I'll touch those gates of ivory. Well, I'm still bound for glory, glory. Yes, I'm still bound for glory. I'm still bound for glory. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Every night I kneel to pray that tomorrow will be my salvation day. An angel will come to bless my head. Off and away, I'll be on my way. Can't plant a seed in these dusty plains indeed, oh Lord, I can't plant a seed. My soul will rise up to Peter and Paul. I'll touch those gates of ivory. Well, I'm still bound for glory, glory. Yes, I'm still bound for glory. I'm still bound for glory. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Glory, 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 hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Check.
I gotta do something real quick.
Oh, all right. Doing the first one acoustic, huh?
I thought it would be a nice touch.
That's a good introduction. Hi, folks. My name is Kory Quinn. This is Bart, the best bud wig. Yeah. Thanks to Daryl and having me, and it's good to be always to be back in the county. And yeah, give it up. Earl Thomas coming up in a little bit. Rock your socks off, get you dancing, and it's gonna be awesome. So, gonna play a little song about Facebook. Well, how can you think in a place like this? And my lips are barren, betrayed by your kiss. And my throat is sore and tender from song. And my voice now weathered that this whiskey prolongs. There's no fight worth fighting anymore in this world that's always at war. There's no wall that can keep that away, since all we know is to hope and to pray. Forget about those stories like fame and old glory. Let me walk in the steps of the traveled and leave me be. Scatter my seed in the shadow of the Tower of Babel. Well, how can you hear the thoughts of the criers? And their ears are burning from your poisoned desire. desires. In their heads are heavy from the history of time. Yeah, their hearts are like levees about to break till they dry. There's no room to broadcast my truth in this world so addicted to proof. There's no reason for you to care, 'cause it's someone else's burden to bear. Forget about those stories like fame and old glory. Let me walk in the steps of the traveled and leave me be to scatter my seed in the shadow of the Tower of Babel. Well, how can you see what I see from up there? And my legs are aching coming down off your stairs. And my feet are broken from the miles I've walked. Yeah, my tongue is twisted yet too empty to talk. There's no way we can shake off these chains in this world held onto by reins. There's no race that can ever be run in which the winner hasn't already won. Forget about those stories like fame and old glory. Let me walk in the steps of the traveled and leave me be to scatter my seed in the shadow of the Tower of Babel. And how can you taste from the river of life when our dreams are shattered by their pain and their strife? Since our days are numbered by fire, quake, or flood, and our ways are worn thin and poor is our blood. There's no words that can truly express this world that's so in distress. There's no cure for what ails you when you hold on too tight to what fails you. Forget about those stories like fame and old glory. Let me walk in the steps of the traveled and leave me be to scatter my seed in the shadow of the Tower of Babel. In the shadow of the Tower of Babel. In the shadow of the Tower of Babel. There you go. So my name is Kory Quinn. It's nice to be here. I'm gonna play a little song. Hey, there was a little wind the other day for the Dapple folks, so we're gonna play a little song for them and those who lost their lives on the Anaconda Well as well. I got them black gold blues. It's a lonesome tune. Yes, I gotta get back to drilling and get back to drilling soon. I gotta get back to drilling soon. Well, you know I need the money to pay my debts fully. Yes, I'm in the 54, and that's what the foreman told me. And my soul's locked up in holding. Well, I got them black gold blues. It's a lonesome tune. And I gotta get back to drilling and get back to drilling soon. I gotta get back to drilling soon. And all throughout the daytime and all throughout my life, I've been doing what I thought was good, but really it's not right. It's the cause of my pain and strife. Well, I got them black gold blues. It's a lonesome tune. And I gotta get back to drilling and get back to drilling soon. I gotta get back to drilling soon. All right, let's get jolly again. Here's a song I wrote in jail. Song goes out to Sheriff Dana Stevenson from the Eastland County, Texas. I spoke with him today, actually. He left his phone at home, and he put the phone number for the jail. Said, if anybody needs to get a hold of me, give me a call. And so I decided to call him a little bit ago. He says hello. So I'll tell a little story about this, but the long story short is that they left the evidence in the ashtray. Couple nights in the Eastland County jail, and I spent a couple days in the Eastland County jail, and I woke in the morning to the gavel of guilt, sheriff standing there, and I was arraigned of the pay, $2,000 bail, $2,000 bail, and I spent a couple nights thinking about what I'd done. Couple days thinking about what I'd done, but you can't run at night in the black and white. I guess my crime wrong place. I was arraigned of the pay, $2,000 son, a $2,000 grandson. See, my grandmother, she loaned me $2,000. I still owe her for that car loan. We got in there, and he's just like, hey, boys, know any Hank Williams? Find out I sing some songs. And he said, yeah. So he disappeared for about 45 minutes, come back with a cardboard guitar, a pint of whiskey, and a six-pack of Shiner. And said for every Hank Williams song, you can either have a sip of whiskey or a Shiner. So I played him the same 2 Hank Williams songs until all the alcohol was gone. He did not specify, and he called me a very good lawyer, and I should probably represent myself. And anyways. And I spent a couple nights behind that steel bar door, and I spent a couple days behind that steel bar door. But you can't run at night in the Texas sky. I guess my crime wrong place. I was arraigned, oh, the pain. $2,000 more. Let's play a love song now, right? That's how it goes. Man. Still getting used to the altitude. So how's everybody doing? Doing pretty good? Yeah, doing okay. You're slouching. This song goes out to my bride-to-be who's sitting in the front row right there. It was originally for her mom, but as the adversary in the story. But she came around. She eventually told me she loved me, so I wish I knew what she said because she said it in Polish. But I'm learning a little bit of Polish. Dziękuję, that's thank you. Dobrze bardzo. And there's, what's the other one? Oh, Polish mi jajas. That's the one. No, I swear to God, that's Polish. But it is what you think. This song's called The War on Love. Man, it's still out of tune. Thanks for your patience. Much better than the middle schoolers I teach. Yeah. Eventually trained, I think is the... Close enough. And I'll keep staring at the light in her window, left out in the cold like a weeping willow. Her ma, she don't like me none. I ain't gonna go till this fight is won. Gotta stand my ground in the war on love. I will write letters to her from afar, and tender words from the heart. A stretch of absence is hell on earth, and I only got a yearning for that girl. Gotta hold my gates in the war on love. I will keep as true can be. Ain't nothing, not even the vast prairies, will hold me back from loving her. It's only her that I will keep a fire lit in the dead of night, and warm her bed and hold her tight. But if she decides it's time to leave, I will die in her arms, 'cause I can't believe that I'm gonna lose the war on love. I will keep this collection of memories close to my chest like a treasury. It won't be spent, for I'll stay content, even though her loss may ever torment me. The day I lost the war on love. But I'll keep fighting as long as there's a chance, even when distance extends to expense. Man alive, if hope's aflame, I'll stake my claim and steady my aim, and I can win the war on love. And I can win the war on love. And I can win the war on love. This next one's about the Russian oligarchs taking over the world right now. I see you. I see you. It also occurred to me at some point that with the advent of Amazon Prime, and all that stuff, that we're never going to have to wait in line anymore. I always liked enjoying waiting in the line. At least if you weren't at the DMV, but... I've lived in their mountains, I've voyaged their seas, I've seen fame and fortune with abject misery, as the rich man stands tall, looks down on from high, and the poor man falls in line. And I've climbed up their towers and I marched through their gates. I've watched all their power turn to fear and to hate, as their epiphytes and ranks apothesize and enshrine, and their workers fall in line. And I've fought in their wars and I've been at their reigns. I've dreamt the 4 horsemen will stomp on their graves, as the swords of their soldiers swing in justified crime, and their enemies fall in line. And I've been to their churches, I've worshipped their gods, I sold them my soul by the fire and the rod, and the priest counts the caskets once blood turns to wine, and disciples fall in line. I've read all their books, even studied all their schools. I learned this one thing, it's the law of the rules. As the teachers institute those trained to be assigned, and their pupils fall in line. sat on their hill. I cast my one ballot that they're sitting there still. 'Cause the politicians claim they don't steal, cheat, or lie. So a once free man falls in line. I've eaten at their tables, even slept in their beds. I've awoken to the nightmare that dwells in their heads. As the ashes of my life spin to shreds and unwinds, and a dreamer falls. Fall in line. Thank you. All right. Thanks for having me. I think I got about a few more left. Just a second. This is a bit of a rewrite. You're not a songwriter until you stole one. So, I really liked the idea of this song, and I contacted the people that wrote it. Old Crow Medicine Show, at least, and I asked them if I could put it on my record, and they told me flat out no, they don't accept rewrites. Which I thought was a bit ironic, considering how they got to where they are. But then I found out I'm an idiot, and it's actually a Dave Rawlings song, so it's a win-win, right? I hear the crying of the hungry in the deserts where they've drifted. I hear tortured souls of victims of their lives from them are lifted. I hear destructive power failing as the fools are falsely hailing the crooked wits of tyrants as they fall. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the debt of death and blood are weighing heavy on our hands as thieves and silver tongues separate us from our land, pumping poisons in the wells, trumping reason where it dwells, and tied on a tight leash we stare enthralled. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear that the rebels fight for freedom with their pride as their guide, while saviors save the kingdom with their God on their side, to protect and serve their masters who profit from grave disasters, as we take that long walk to the Wailing Wall. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the cheated, misled youth are betting their futures on degrees and cling to leaning, learning like a plank that's lost at sea. Push to medications when they can't recite quotations to professors who stalk those hallowed halls. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the split of tearing pages and the roar of burning paper, as all our gains and acquisitions have turned to air and ash and vapor. And the rattle of our shackles beats our march into the battle, and we'll sing where we stand or where we crawl. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear the tender words of children bleeding out for some guidance, as the gentle winds that blow all our answers in its silence. In the times that are quickly changing, states the order needs rearranging. Take your places at the table when you're called. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. So while they hide behind their gates with your money and your power, I hear the truth echo loud in the rubble of their towers. I hear babies quit their crying, I hear leaders quit their lying, I hear soldiers quit their dying, one and all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. I hear them all, I hear them all, I hear them all. Thanks. How we doing, bud? Wig? Out? Okay, so I got one more. Two more, I don't know. Listen to the boss, I guess. So I'm gonna play a song that I wrote, first moved to Portland. Moved there for love, and then I fell in love with the city. And but the day I got there, she dumped me. Through the window shattered and old cold wind rattles, oh, the patterns on the floor and the wall. And a candlelight flickers as she begins to whisper soft and healing words into the falling rain. Well, hope's a sincere feeling, and since it shadows nothing, it arrives when bearing witness to love. And with the fire outlasted, days fasted, lovers hide outcasted in their covers no more. Dawn's incandescent glow, the sky as a whole turned its back on the stars. And he knows that crows in pairs bring foreboding affairs, an autumn leaf that dares to usher in the wind. And black clouds took over and latter turned to former. Now he can't remember the times he's tasted pain. And so the day's begun with the shame and guilt that spun into the fabric, one single thread at a time. Well, the night comes around living and dying. There's a reason to dream. Well, in the moonlight shining, there is the reason for living and dying. There's a reason to dream. There's a reason to dream. In the next dawn dries dead flowers, her soft skin still cowers, a sweetness old and soured by neglectful hollow eyes. Interred two corners facing, in hearts and minds racing, thoughts and dreams pacing, her touch wears him thin. And he searches, finds it's hiding in the hem of her lining. Why then curse the timing? Won't you take me as I am? And these statements spark his thinking, and that just turns to drinking. He knows too well he's sinking in the hole he's always been. Well, the night comes a-rising. There is the reason for living and dying. There's a reason to dream. Well, in the moonlight shining, there is the reason for living and dying. There's the reason to dream. There's a reason to dream. Thanks, folks. Once again, my name is Kory Quinn. Up next, Tommy.